All right, here's your street legal kit. I've got everything wired up. This is the little flasher relay. You can just kind of zip tie that up anywhere. If you are going to pull on these, make sure you only pull on the connector itself and make sure they go back on exactly how they are. Also, there's your high beam switch, the two blinkers that I mentioned I had to rewire slightly just to make everything happy so that the relay, the flash relay syncs up. Also, here's that new tail light with the plate light underneath, and obviously your blinkers off to the sides, which are the requirement for Massachusetts. And also your high beam switch does work, as you can tell. And let me show you how these blinkers are going to work. So basically just like that. And I also left these wired in, just, added safety. Why not? If you don't like that, you can always just cut that wire for that blinker. But I mean, hey, somebody knowing where you're turning is not a bad thing. So there's your left, and there's the left up there, and there's your right, and the right on the tail light. So I would say that you're going to be pretty darn safe. They're going to be more than happy with how that is, I think, personally. And then obviously your plate mount will bolt right underneath there. And basically, I can pretty much do anything anybody wants. Just be patient with me because it does take extra time for me to develop stuff like this. And the wiring doesn't always work first try, so sometimes I have to test it, try it out, and then fix a couple things or whatever, so it does take extra time. But I'm more than happy to make any street legal kit or any setup for anything, because at the end of the day, somebody else will want this exact setup later, and so that's why I do it. But anyway, that is the setup. It's pretty straightforward. The rest of his order is already in the box as far as the horn and all of that goes. But let me know if you want something like this, or if this type of taillight setup is interesting to you. I know some states require the blinkers to be at minimum 4 inches from each other. So this will accommodate that. But anyway, so let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you again later on.